As I turn my back now, I'm greeted with a strange sight. Give it back, Sayori, I mean it! No way, it's too good! Natsuki chases after Sayori, which has a half-eaten cookie in her mouth. Natsuki stops suddenly to catch her breath. Fine then. No breakfast for you in the morning. Sayori skids on the floor. What? Sayori fucking dies. Ow! Oh crap, Sayori, you okay? Sayori crashed right into the closet, knocking over a box of colors and papers. I rush over to her. Ow, 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 ow. Ah, gee, Sayori, you really are clumsy sometimes, aren't you? Since she's getting off the floor, I grab Sayori by the waist and pull her out of the closet. Alright, Sayori, let me see. But it hurts. Ah, gee, Sayori, did you really have to go and crash into the closet like that? You wrecked all of my manga. I'm sorry, Natsuki. Hey, it's okay, I'm only kidding now. Come on, let Elias take care of you already. Okay. Sayori slowly lifts her hand from her head. I gently brush her hair to the side. Ow, please be careful, Elias. Sorry. But sure enough, the part of her head what she hit was turning a deep red. Man, that's gonna swell up. Here, I came as quickly as I could. Monika runs up and hands me the ice-cold bottle of apple juice. Oh, perfect. Here, Sayori, take this. Sayori places the bottle of apple juice on her forehead. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the bottle and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? That's for your forehead. I forgot. Just hold tight, Sayori. It'll feel better soon. Hey, Sayori, you can keep the cookie. Natsuki looks away from Sayori as to avoid feeling any more guilty about the whole situation. Sayori looks down at the cookie, now completely crumbled. That's okay, Natsuki. I forgive you. Ow. Okay, let me make you some tea, Sayori. Thanks, Sayori. Your tea always makes me feel better. A few minutes go by and we remain huddled around poor Sayori, making sure she's okay. Alright, how are you feeling now? It still hurts. I think the bump is going down, though. Sayori lifts the bottle from her head, only to quickly put it back. Ow, maybe not. I'm still super clumsy, aren't I? Just a bit, but that's what I like about you. Eh? How can you say something like that? Well, it makes you unique. You're so silly, Elias. Great, in my attempt to make her feel better, I probably made things worse. Well, I love Sayori's carefree attitude. Sayori does what she thinks is right, and that's a very good quality to have. Aw, thanks, Monika. Jeez, Monika is better at this stuff than me. Even after being in a relationship like this so long, I'm still terrible with girls. All four girls, including Sayori, start laughing at my expense. Yeah, make fun of the only guy in the club. Sexism. It's okay, Elias, I love you for who you are, and you're great. I'm feeling a little better now. The bump on Sayori's head seemed to go down a little, but I think I'll keep an eye on her for the rest of the day. Okay, everyone, now that Sayori is feeling better, let's get things back in order. So I'd like for you all to write another poem. Write about anything you feel like. May I interject real quick? Oh, sure, Yuri. Anything on your mind? Well, I was thinking maybe we could change it up a little bit. You think we should try something other than poems? I mean, I'm sorry if that's a terrible idea. No, I agree. I like poems and all, but it gets hard to write so many so often. I want to try something else. Well, alright, what do you suggest we do? Well, can we do a group therapy session? Group therapy? Is there a specific reason as to why we should do that? Yuri's composure suddenly changes. Well, of course. Let's just say that the best form of stress relief is taking it out of the people you trust. I mean, I do trust you guys after all. Oh, I get it. It's a way for all of us to share feelings with each other. I like that. I'm feeling very horny right now. I look at Monika, and judging by her expression, she does want to share a couple things. What could they possibly be? I mean, she was at the hospital for a good while. I guess that really does stop her from wanting to share how she feels. Sounds great. I'm pretty sure things will turn out as well now that you're here with us again. Haha, you all flatter me too much. But alright, it's settled. We have a group therapy session tomorrow. Remember, this club is a safe place. You guys can share anything you feel like. Yay! I love being able to help my friends. This sounds like a nice change of pace too, now that I don't have to worry about sharing my terrible poems. They weren't terrible, Elias. I know you're just saying that to be nice, Sayori. It's okay. Sayori comes up behind me and wraps her arms around me. I think all your poems are great because they're Elias poems. Sayori shoulders me with kisses and I start to feel really hot. Sayori, they're staring. You guys stop. Oof, 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 oof. Do I hear jealousy in those words? Shut up, Yuri. I look at Monika, who seems to be staring blankly as if she's thinking about something. Well, Natsuki, do you mind if I walk you home? Yeah, fine. Can we stop at the grocery store? I want to bake some brownies today. Sure, let's go. Natsuki and Yuri walk out together. Sayori hops down from my shoulders and takes a deep breath. What a crazy day, huh, Monika? It all started when you came back. That was fun, and now I started to feel a cookie hit my head like a dummy. It's pretty funny, isn't it? Monika? Did you guys say something? She completely ignored her. Monika continued staring off in the distance. She looked slightly upset about something. Monika, what's wrong? Is everything okay? Sayori walks over to Monika and grabs her head, making her jump. It's as if she... It's as if she snapped her out of a trance. Monika grabs Sayori's hand softly. Yes, everything is fine, Sayori. I think you guys should be heading out now. It's getting a little late. Alright, well, we'll have a nice rest of the afternoon, Monika. Sayori lets go to Monika's hand and grabs mine. As I walk out, I notice Monika placing her face into her hands. Is she really gonna be okay? Hopefully not. Wow, today was actually great. I completely aced my test today. I'm sure I passed all of them with flying colors. Even looking around, it's easy to tell everyone is in a good mood. Sayori walks up to me and wraps her arms around me. Hey, I'm so happy to see you today. It's a really sunny day, isn't it? Yeah, I'm happy to see you too, Sayori. Everyone seemed to be having a good day. I hug Sayori back and walk with her to the desk. Oh, I made something for your lunch today. Do you want to see? Really? Let me see it. She pulls out a cross stitch from her bag. The pattern is a yellow sun with a smiley face surrounded by a nearly stitched blue background. The text stitched in the black reads, "You are my sunshine." Oh, Sayori, this is plain adorable. I love this. I worked really hard on it, so I'm glad you like it. Oh, and one more thing. I wrote a special poem for you. Would you like to hear it? Of course, let's hear it. What the fuck? Self-voicing enabled. The hell? Okay, then. She reaches into her bag and pulls out a sheet of paper. She clears the throat and begins to read out loud.
Every day was a struggle without you. I wish that you would finally notice me. Every day was a struggle with you.
What the fuck?
I thought you would be better off without me. I saw you be happy with them.
Self-voicing
I wish
disabled.
you would be happy with me.
God?
I saw you be kind to me. I wish you would be happy with them. Everything was so scary, and the rain clouds are pouring down heavily. Pitter-patter on my window. Pitter-patter on my head.
Oh,
Pitter-patter in my thoughts.
Oh no.
I was going to drown in the rain clouds, but then you came by with your umbrella and picked me up. You wanted to help, and the umbrella was stronger than before. When I was with you, you showed me what real happiness was. You were the cinnamon on my bun, the frosting on my cupcake, the bow in my hair. You were the lighthouse to my ship. Sometimes I still have little storms, like a flat tire on a car journey. But you always know how to cheer me up. You always know how to make me smile. Just how you like me to. Because even when I was selfish, you still loved me. And I love you.
I love the voice work in this game. Sayori lets out a sigh and looks up at me. Wow, Sayori, that was so nice. I love it. I feel a tingly inside of my stomach, and I feel a rumbly inside of my boner. Oh, fuck, I'm erect. That poem. I can't help but feel like I've succeeded to some degree. That poem right there. It's about me. I saved her life. I'm so glad you liked it. I can't stop smiling. Suddenly, Monika comes up from behind me. Jesus fucking Christ, you overlay on Sayori. Whoa, jeez, Monika, you came out of nowhere. I'm sorry, I really need to stop doing that. I'll look around in confusion. Stop what exactly? Monika quickly comes to her senses. Oh, that's right, I need to talk to you, Elias. It's about your girlfriend, Sayori. I'm sure you're well aware of her problems. I start squinting at Monika. What exactly is she getting at here? I want you to know something. I really do care about Sayori, you know? I just think you can't help her, Elias. She's a lost cause, and has ever been since she was diagnosed with her depression. She's been like this her whole life, but it isn't your fault. You being here is great enough for her, but it just hurts her more. She's in pain every time she's with you. I grab Monika by the arm. She's obviously surprised by the sudden approach. What the hell is your problem, Monika? You think you think you know Sayori better than I do? I tighten my grip around her arms and my voice begins to crack from the emotion. I have known her longer than anyone else here. What makes you think you have the right to say these things about her? You don't know jack shit about Sayori. You never will. I've been working my ass off trying to help her heal. I'd do anything for her. My grip loosens. She looks at me in complete shock. I saved her. I'm there for her every day. I'm constantly worrying if she's okay. I'm constantly thinking about her. She talks to me, lets me know how she's feeling. She warms my heart with her smile and blesses my soul with her touch. I'm in love with her. I slowly let go of Monika. I'm sorry, Monika. I didn't mean to blow up at you like that. I know you've been gone for a while. Maybe you just didn't know. Monika looked straight at me. She let out a long sigh, sounding almost sad. No, I should be the one apologizing. I never really realized how much you... She stopped suddenly as if looking for the proper words to say. I never realized how much you cared for her. I guess I should stop trying to get into your business, huh? Maybe I should just stay out of it. I didn't mean to get upset with you, but I think that maybe it'd be the best for the club and the friendship you and I have. Yeah, I'm sorry I even brought this up. Can we forget this ever happened? Sure. Feeling upset though, that's what our group therapy session is for. We still have the friends here, aren't we? She perks up. Right, should get that started. Monika opens the door in the club room and I follow. Monika and I arrive at the 5 desks in a small circle with just enough space for all of us to fit in each one. Yuri serves some saffron tea in small cups and places them neatly on the desk. Natsuki places 2 small cookies right next to the teacups. Sayori grabs some tissue boxes and places them on the desk as well. You know, just in case we get a little sad. We all sit down and make ourselves comfortable. So, who would like to go first? Sayori's hand shoots up, nearly spilling her tea all over Yuri. I want to go. I have so many things I want to share. Sayori, please be careful. Sorry, Yuri. That's okay. What do you want to talk about? Oh, well, living with Natsuki is so fun. It's like having a sleepover every night. Oh, stop it, Sayori. You and I both know you're only in it for the free food. Of course not. It's fun even without your delicious cooking. This past week, and it was great too, even though it skipped. Elias and I had the best time at the beach. It was so fun. Sayori starts explaining the smaller details of her weekend, talking about how excited she is to see all her friends every day and how happy she is with me. Maybe I shouldn't be so worried. Maybe she is starting to get better. And of course, I'm happy Monika is back. The club really wasn't the same without you. Oh, thanks, Sayori. I knew you kept the club in order while I was gone. You really make a trusty vice president. Sayori blushes, completely flattered by receiving a compliment from a girl she looks up to. Thanks, Monika. That means so much to me. Who wants to go next? Despite Sayori asking this question, she looks forward to Natsuki with a huge smile. I guess you aren't really giving me a choice here. Well, hey, Monika. Sayori already said so, but I'm living with her now. Alright, I was gonna ask about that. Well, Could you guys not stare at me? Jeez, we all obliged to look down at her desk. Well, I finally decided to get away from my my dad. I'm sustaining myself by selling my cupcakes around school, though. Sayori is such an amazing friend to let me stay at her place. I'm glad she's here for me. I mean, I could totally be fine on my own. I didn't ask you to help me or anything. As Natsuki gives her speech, I look over at Monika, who was looking down at her desk in complete silence. I could have sworn I saw a tear. No, must be my imagination. Oh, I can't forget about you, Yuri. Huh? I really think you're one of the best friends I've ever had. I know we have fights sometimes, but geez, Yuri, how come you have to be so nice to me? Yuri sort of deals with me almost every day, huh? We read together at the cafe. We talk about our different interests in literature. Speaking of which, Natsuki pulls out her cell phone. Check out this bet Yuri and I made. Natsuki, don't show him that. Natsuki ignores Yuri's plea and pulls up the text message between her and Yuri. I told Yuri if she can finish an entire manga and actually enjoy it, and to admit manga is in fact literature, and we all know Yuri is not capable of lying. Natsuki grins while poor Yuri slumps in her chair. Manga is literature. You bet your ass it is! Natsuki throws her fist in the air in triumph. Sayori and I look at each other in confusion. Well, that was definitely something. Monika looks up from staring at her desk. So, what has your dad done about this? I'm sure he wouldn't let this go so quickly. Oh, that? Well, I'm 18. I can move out if I want to. Plus, I can sustain myself, as I mentioned earlier. Long story short, he won't be bothering me anymore. Monika nods slowly and looks back down. Well, Yuri, it's your turn. Yuri timidly slumps in her desk. Well, I don't really know where to start. Yuri looks down at her arm. Isn't she really thinking? There's something I need to show everyone. This isn't exactly easy for me. I feel my heart speed up. Is she really opening up in front of all of us right now? We all look at the purple hair girl in sympathy as she slowly rolls up her sleeve. Monika, Sayori both gasp slightly. Yuri doesn't react other than looking sympathetically. Did Natsuki already know about this as well? Yuri takes a deep breath and takes time to calm herself. This is what I've done to myself. Her voice is starting to tremble. For as long as I could remember, this is what gave me peace during the day. This is the only way I dealt with stress. But as I stand here now talking about this to you all, I finally feel like I'm moving outside of the storm. I feel like I'm able to express myself in front of you guys without fear of judgment. Yuri turned towards me. Elias, you have been a huge help. If you hadn't found me out that day, I don't think I would have made the effort to stop doing this by myself. Yuri turns to Natsuki, and Natsuki, You really are one of my best friends. I don't think I would have been able to find better ways to cope with anxiety if I never worked the courage up to talk to you. Yuri turns towards Natsuki. Sayori, fuck. I can't forget about you, Sayori. You made this club feel so welcoming, and I adore you having around. I love how happy the club atmosphere is, and I always love coming here after class. As Yuri turns towards Monika, she returns to her timid nature. Monika, I'm glad you returned to the club. We really did miss having you around. Yuri quickly turns away, rolls her sleeve back down, and slumps back into her desk. Wow, that was incredibly brave of you, Yuri. I'm so glad you feel this way about us. We all appreciate you, too. Yeah, what Elias said. You can kind of be weird sometimes, but you really are an amazing friend. I love you, Yuri. You're so beautiful. I shake my head at Sayori's compliment, but Yuri seemed to take it quite well. That's sweet of you guys. I really do love you all. Monika, strangely enough, remained silent. Monika, you okay? Oh, right, it's my turn. Sorry, everyone. I just had a lot on my mind recently. That's okay, Monika. We're all here for you. I swear to God, if I get fucking jump scared, I'm going to beat my meat. Monika looks down at her desk, keeping her eyes shut. Well, I really did miss you guys. I missed you all so much. Being stuck in a hospital for so long, I rarely got to go outside and enjoy the weather. I was always fed medicines. I always had a pulsating headache. I felt alone. I felt trapped. It was so depressing in there, but now I'm here. I'm so glad to see everyone doing well. I'm so grateful. Monika's eyes now are now filling with tears. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Monika! Monika's expression suddenly changes. Sorry about that. Monika, what was that for? That happened yesterday, too. Oh, nothing to be worried about. I'll be fine. I'm just glad to be back in the club and not stuck in that lonely hospital room. Monika smiles warmly for the first time since we sat down. I share a couple of concerned glances with the others. Well, it's almost time to go. Let's fix up the desk before we leave. Once we finish rusting the class, we all say goodbye, and I head home with Sayori and Natsuki. Natsuki loudly. What a strange day, huh? Anyways, I know you guys have your moments out there, so I'm gonna head on inside. See you tomorrow, Elias. I'm also getting to head inside to change out my uniform. Is that okay? Oh, sure, I'll wait out here. I wave goodbye to Natsuki and wait for Sayori on the sidewalk. Sayori walks back outside in her casual clothes. It seems like something is on her mind. Hey, Elias. Hey, Sayori, what's on your mind? You look a little down. Well, today was strange, wasn't it? I thought today was pretty nice to see how everyone was doing. I'm a bit worried about Monika, though. She seemed a little sad. And I love how she mentions nothing of Yuri yet. Yeah, I noticed it, too. Maybe she isn't ready to talk about it. She would have mentioned it today, right? Hey, Sayori? I'm really glad you're doing better lately. I just thought you'd be able to I thought you'd like to hear that. I think back to when we were kids, all those dumb games we would play, or when Sayori would get hurt, she always asked me to kiss her boo-boos. I think back to the day she told me about her depression, how broken she was, how hopeless everything seemed, and now I feel two arms wrap around me. She pulls me in close. I feel the warmth of her body almost melting me away. Of course I say, but fucking warmth. I love you so much, Elias. I remember feeling so empty. Even when I had you, I still felt empty. But they're gone now, the rain clouds, and it's all thanks to you. Sayori kisses me on the lips. I follow suit. I grab her cheeks gently while she grips my back tighter. This feels like heaven. I never want this to end. Sayori lets out a moan before breaking the kiss. Sayori and I are breathing a little heavily. I never got to tell you how good of a kisser you are. I mean, I guess I get a lot of practice. Sayori giggles. You're too funny, Elias. I'm gonna head home now. See you tomorrow. I wave goodbye to Sayori and head home. Oh. I sit up from my bed and grasp my stomach, still aching from the weekend. Geez, Sayori can sure kick. Bzzzt. I grab my phone to see a text message from Sayori. Good morning. Hey, Sayori, glad to see you're up early. Yeah, but I'm always up. What the fuck is that face? That confused me. Right, sorry, lol. I'll let her know that I'm on my way to meet her to get dressed. Hey, Elias, did you sleep okay? You look kind of tired. Sayori stares, analyzing me, making me chuckle. I grab my stomach and hope she'll catch on to what I'm referring to. Oh, you're hungry? Did you not eat breakfast, Elias? I let out a long sigh. Sure, Sayori, let's go with that. Suddenly something smacks my face. Ah! Hey! Oh, a cookie. Natsuki seemingly out of nowhere let out a hearty laugh and fist bump in the air. Aha! Perfect timing if I do say so myself. I figured you and Sayori would be hungry, so I bought you both a cookie. Wow, that's pretty nice of you, actually. I felt sorry for you after all. Classic Natsuki. Well, let's walk home. Well, we'll talk to school together, shall we? Sayori grabs my hand as we make our daily commute. I smile as Sayori swings my arm around, happily humming a tune to herself. Whenever the music stops and then it goes black, I'm afraid I'm gonna get spooked. Today felt longer than usual. With winter break coming soon, things have started to get busy around school. I don't even remember half the things I learned today. I'm glad I can count on the literature club to help me unwind. I open the door and head inside. I'm greeted with the usual sight: Natsuki reading manga, Sarah working on another cross-stitch, Yuri painting in a sketchbook, and Monika looking over some paperwork. I realize how tired I am, and I decide to nap. Everyone is probably too busy to notice anyway. I sit down in a desk and put my head down. I'm dreaming about Sayori. I've known it for so long now, but Sayori really does work out for me. She really does want to see me do well. She's the best friend anyone could ask for, the love of my life. I slowly wake up. My eyes are suddenly met with Sayori's. Ah! What were you doing sleeping in the club, Sayori? This isn't the napping club. My bad, Sayori. I just had a long day today. Aw, does Elias need a hug? I look around to make sure that I'm listening. Yeah. Sayori bends down and wraps her arms around my neck. She fucking chokes me to death. I follow suit by interlocking my arms with hers. So nice. We let go of each other and Sayori sits down at my desk. I stare at Sayori for a bit. Her eyes, they mesmerize me. I can get lost in them so easily. Her soft lips, her cute nose, her soft pink hair, that adorable smile. Everything about her is just perfect. You give the best hugs, Elias. Huh? You think so? Of course, they make me feel safe. Sayori grabs my hands and holds them tightly. You know, when we were kids, even the bumping arms with you just makes me so nervous. Butterflies would flutter on my stomach like crazy. Really? I guess I never noticed. Come to think of it, I didn't realize many things about Sayori until recently. The way she puts her fingers together when she's nervous, or the way she fixes her bow every 15 minutes, or how she rubs her stomach to let out a light burp after eating food. That's because I never let you notice, silly. Right. I think back to the first day of the literature club, how she acted around me, how she wished the best for me, but her entire life I was so dense. I insulted her. I ignored her cries for help because I was too damn busy focusing on the others, but now she's okay. Hey, you spaced out again on me, you meanie. Sorry. Does it help if I was thinking about you? A little. I sit up from my desk and give Sayori a small kiss on her nose. That tickled. Sayori gets back at me by As you can tell, I'm not the best at speaking words. Sayori gets back at me by lightly tapping her nose on my toes. Boop. Yeah, guess you win then. I reach over and gently brush my hand through her hair. Hey, don't mess up my bow. Don't worry, Sayori, I won't. She smiles warmly. Her eyes seem to glisten in the light of the classroom. She's like an angel. Hey, do you want to do something later this weekend? What do you mean? Well, because of the accident, we really never got to do something special. All 5 of us. You're right. Maybe we should do something. Hello? Hello, Sayori. Hello, Elias.
Hello, Mario.
I hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. Yes, we are. Elias was feeling a bit tired, so I decided to cheer him up. Yuri gives us a warm smile. You two are adorable. Sometimes I wish I had someone to hold next to me. Yuri says this quietly, barely loud enough for us to hear. Sayori didn't seem to have a problem hearing it, though. Does Yuri need a hug? No, Sayori, I don't. Before Yuri finishes, Sayori wraps her arms around Yuri, her head lying on her chest. Sayori, don't hug me so hard. Ooh, I'm sorry, Yuri. Sayori lets go of Yuri and looks down at her feet. It's almost as if she made Yuri feel, well, it felt kind of nice. Just don't be so harsh next time, okay? Yuri gives Sayori a shy smile. Sayori beams. Do you want another hug? A hug made just for you. Sayori opens up her arms and non-verbally invites Yuri to accept. Yes. Sayori gently hugs Yuri. Yuri sighs and hugs Sayori back. As timid as she can be, it's pretty obvious that Yuri wanted a hug from this very moment as she saw Yuri not hugging. The girls let go of each other. Thank you, Sayori. I really needed something like this to calm me down. No problem, Yuri. Oh, and how could I forget? I watched Sayori run over to where Natsuki was sitting. Uh-oh. Sayori practically jumps on Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. More hugs! Sayori, get off of me! Sayori lets go of Natsuki and starts giggling. Gee, Sayori, what the hell was that for? I couldn't leave you without a hug. I didn't need it or ask for one. You can't hide it from me. Everyone loves hugs. Shut up, you idiot. Sayori smiles at Natsuki and giving into her hug.